In this video, we're going to go through some of the most popular areas and neighborhoods that you might want to consider when moving to Phoenix, so stay tuned. What's up everybody, this is Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. If this is your first time to this channel and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, including all the best neighborhoods, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix Metro. All right, so one of those common questions that we receive when people are looking to move here to the Phoenix area are, what are the best neighborhoods? And to be honest, it's a really difficult question to answer because of two main things. Number one, the entire metro area is huge, and to try to pick out the quote-unquote best one for a wide range of people looking to move here is a little bit challenging. And number two, obviously everyone is a little bit different. Everybody's going to have different goals and different needs, so the best neighborhood for you might be completely different than for someone else. So in order to guide you in the right direction, we are just going to focus on the city of Phoenix today. We'll skip all the other surrounding cities, and we're going to give you a little snapshot on all the communities that you might want to consider. And to do that, we're going to quickly cover three main topics: location, pros and cons, and kind of a budget range for housing cost. So make sure to stick around for the whole video and check all of them out. I guarantee that there are a few areas that you either haven't heard of or considered before, and one of them just might be the perfect fit for you. And to be fair, they're going to be in geographical order. We're not going to have them ranked, so you can just focus primarily on what area is going to be best for you. So let's jump into it, and we're going to work from north to south. And if we head all the way up to the north side of Phoenix, we will find our first community, which is ANTHEM. Now, ANTHEM is an unincorporated master plan community, so it's not really a city by itself, and it's not exactly part of Phoenix. But since the mailing addresses are mostly considered Phoenix and all the surrounding area, including the outlet malls and all the retail development across the freeway, we're just going to include it on this list. So what are the important things that you need to know? From a location point of view, we are right at I-17 and Daisy Mountain Drive in the zip code of 85086. And then if we get into the pros and cons, on the pro side, this is an extremely well-designed, beautiful community with tons of amenities and tends to be very family friendly with all sorts of parks, walking and biking trails, a huge community center, and gorgeous views all around. On the con side, if you consider it a con, is that you are on the far north edge of the entire metro area. So you could be in for a significant amount of commute time if you have to travel for work or any other reason that might bring you into other areas of town. And then from a budget side, home prices will typically start in the 200 range and go all the way up into the $1 million price point depending on what community you're in. All right, so next up on our list, if we start heading a little south, is Desert Ridge. So Desert Ridge is another beautiful community on the north side of the valley and is located right near where the Loop 101 and the State Route 51 connect. On the pro side, the area offers a ton of positives, including easy accessibility, gorgeous views, and plenty of entertainment options close by, including Desert Ridge Marketplace, which is a great spot for all things shopping, dining, and family fun. On the con side, there aren't really a lot of negatives, but it is a highly concentrated area of traffic, so you do need to keep that in mind if it's something that bothers you. And then from a budget point of view, you might find a few homes starting in the threes, but I'd say be prepared for home prices starting in the 400 range, and they will range all the way up into about the $1.5 million price point. So on to our next area, heading south again, which is the North Phoenix Mountain Preserve. So if we go down the 51 freeway and head towards the Cactus and Shea corridor, you will find this area of Phoenix, which has a beautiful backdrop of the Phoenix Mountain Preserve. So on the pro side, you obviously get some really nice views, great access to a lot of the popular hotspots in the area, close proximity to some great hiking locations, and a great spot for homes if you're looking to avoid an HOA. On the con side, your more affordable homes will probably be fairly old and may require a decent amount of work in order to bring them up into a more desirable condition. But if you like diversity and you want to personalize, it's probably something you can live with. On the budget side, it's probably going to be the same as Desert Ridge. A few homes in the threes available, but mostly priced in the 400 to 1.5 range. Okay, moving on to our next area, and we are going to get into North Central. So for North Central, we're going to include a few zip codes because there are a lot of similarities between them. So if we go down the 51 again and look to the west, we're going to focus on the area of 15th Avenue to 16th Street and from Glendale Ave down to Thomas. On the pro side, this is definitely one of the most beautiful and most highly desirable areas in all of Arizona. There are several historic district neighborhoods in the area that not only offer some of the most unique and beautiful homes you will find, but also some of the best streetscape views due to all the mature landscaping, trees, and all the greenery throughout the area. It is definitely much different from your typical Arizona neighborhood. On the con side, there is a ton of traffic just based on the location, and your barrier to entry might be a little bit higher depending on your needs. Then on the budget side, we're gonna kind of follow the same trend as the previous two. You might see something in the 3 range, but be prepared for starting in the 400 range, and then this one could probably go up even a little higher than the other two. And what you find on the lower price scale will probably need a bunch of work, so be prepared for that. All right, next up on our list is the entire surrounding area of the Biltmore. So if we go back to the map and head east of North Central, you're gonna head straight down the Camelback Corridor and directly into 85016, which is home to all things Biltmore. Primarily Biltmore Fashion Park, the Biltmore Estates, and the Arizona Biltmore Hotel, which has been a pillar of the community and top destination for over 90 years now. So definitely a lot of great history in the area. On the pro side, if you live anywhere within the zip code, you're gonna have access to some of the best shopping, dining, and just cool places to go anywhere within the state. And on the con side, you do have to watch out for what communities you are buying in because many of them have HOAs that have pretty hefty fees per month. Now with those come a lot of great amenities and potential benefits, but if it's something you don't use, then you're probably not gonna be willing to pay the extra cost involved. On the budget side, we're going to continue the same trend that we've seen in the previous communities when it comes to your entry-level pricing. But on the higher end, you can definitely expect to find properties that are in the multi-million-dollar price point, especially anywhere in and around the Biltmore Estates. All right, on to our next area, which is probably one of the most highly sought-after neighborhoods in the state, and we are talking about Arcadia. So if we continue traveling east down the Camelback Corridor, you will find the neighboring zip code of 85018, which is home to Arcadia and everything that comes with it. Now, there are many desirable neighborhoods within the zip code, but the ones that most people talk about tend to be Arcadia proper, Arcadia Light, and Lower Arcadia. But again, the entire zip code is loaded with a lot of great neighborhoods, so keep your options open if you have any desire to be in the area. On the pro side, the entire area sits right in front of Camelback Mountain, so the views are incredible and you obviously have great access if you like to hike. On top of that, similar to North Central and Biltmore, you are definitely in one of the hottest spots when it comes to dining and nightlife. And then you are directly in the center of two of the best shopping destinations we have when it comes to the Biltmore and Old Town Scottsdale. And probably the most appealing part, similar to a lot of the older areas of Phoenix, is how mature the landscape is and how green it is all over. These areas have all been around for quite some time and they just don't have that feel as some of the newer tract home subdivisions that you typically find throughout the state. But on the con side, with how much demand there is, pricing continues to rise and it's definitely going to be on the higher end of home pricing when you compare it to all the other popular neighborhoods. So because of that, be prepared to start potentially in the 500K range with maybe a few that might pop up below that. And if you are looking for the absolute best of the best on the high end, then you're definitely going to find that here as well. All right, so next up on our list, we are going to head southwest and right into the heart of downtown Phoenix. So let's bring the map back up and we're going to head over into the zip codes of 85003 and 85004. This area is definitely special and unique for a number of reasons. First off, if you're able to live and work downtown, this is probably one of the few exceptions that you can have when it comes to not owning a car if you're anywhere around Metro Phoenix. Between walking, biking, and jumping on the light rail, you really have access to a lot of great things, and you really don't have to travel too far to have a pretty good day-to-day life. When it comes to housing, most of your options will be limited to condo or townhome living, but for those of you who prefer that, the area is difficult to beat. So on the pro side, including all the other things I've mentioned, you've got a really great location, you've got easy access to some of the best destinations Phoenix has to offer, and with all that, it's all pretty walkable. On the con side, the area is pretty limited if you're looking for a single family home with a yard, but there are several options just on the outside of the zip codes if you're looking for that option. And speaking of, if you want something close to downtown, but you don't want to be in a condo, then check out our next area, which is amazing, and that is the community of Encanto. So if we head just west of the downtown area, you'll find another really cool historical community that is always such a great neighborhood to take people through whenever they are new to the area. It's just an area that kind of gives you that Midwest or East Coast feel, but is just right here in the center of Phoenix. So what makes Encanto special? Well, first off, the homes in particular, there is just a style and look to them that's really cool that you just don't find very often within Phoenix. And then on top of that, you have a huge neighborhood park that offers all sorts of fun things to do that's right in your backyard and perfect for families. On the con side, similar to Arcadia, you're going to have a higher barrier to entry, so your lower priced home options are going to be pretty limited. And overall, regarding budget expectations, there are a few spots that might give you some options in the threes, but be prepared for 500 plus for any of the more desirable locations. All right, so next up, we're gonna head down south to the southern portion of Phoenix and talk about one of the most recognizable communities in all of Arizona, and that is AHWATUKEE. So if we go back to the map, you'll find AHWATUKEE and the AHWATUKEE foothills located on the south side of South Mountain, kind of tucked away in its own little private section. On the pro side, this entire area is full of great neighborhoods, good schools, beautiful views, and has great access to anywhere you need to go in the entire valley. And then on the con side, like most of our other highly sought after neighborhoods, you're gonna have a lot of traffic and affordable housing might be limited. And then when it comes to budget, you'll find that AHWATUKEE is kind of in the same boat as all of our other popular neighborhoods when it comes to home prices. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, we can do and most likely will be doing an entire video on all of these areas just by themselves. There is definitely so much more we can share, and even a few areas that we couldn't even get to today. But hopefully this list can guide you down the right path on what might be a good match for you, and maybe open your eyes to an area that you may have overlooked before. There are so many neighborhoods to consider, and really each of them have their own unique characteristics. So hopefully we can share those with you as you go through the process of making a decision. We are and will continue to be doing a ton of videos to spotlight all the areas around Metro Phoenix. So if you think these videos might be helpful for you or anyone you know who's looking to move here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. And as always, we are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix Metro. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.